Yeah, you can lie about it, but it's not gonna change a thing. Maybe you'll try to hide it. Pull down the curtain where the light comes in. Baby, we walked this road so many times before, but you always stop at my door. Yeah, maybe we'll fight about it, but I won't be down about it. All I know is I've been around, I've seen it before. Baby, I know this show. I know my part, but down to the core. I don't wanna waste my time now, 'cause this is where I come in. I can tell the ending, but where it begins, I can forget about you. Live out my days like it's still the same. There's still a part inside you, closing me out like I'm to blame. Yeah, we can fight about it, but I won't be down about it. All I know is I've been around, I've seen it before. Baby, I know this show. I know my part, but down to the core. I don't wanna waste my time now, 'cause this is where I come in. I can tell the ending, but where it begins. All I know is how it goes when a heart like yours beats a heart like mine. We could turn all the words to raps, but a love like ours will break with time. It will break the time. All I know is I've been around before. I know. I don't wanna waste my time now, 'cause this is where I come in. I can tell the ending, but where it begins. All I know is I've been around, I've seen it before. Baby, I know this shows. I know my part, but down to the core. I don't wanna waste my time now, 'cause this is where I come in. I can tell the ending, but where it begins.
What is up, YouTube? It is good to see each and every one of you jumping in the chat room so quickly. Of course, it's Dolly and the lovely PJ along with Lolo. Lolo's there somewhere. Today, we are talking true crime. I know it's been a minute since we've been here, PJ. They thought you was dead or something.
No, I seen it. All the haters was like, "Oh, look, PJ's gone already."
PJ is gone. Not so quickly. Not so quickly. So today there's been a lot of updates in true crime, PJ, from Lori Vallow to the Murdoch lawyer dude. What do you think?
I couldn't even write it all out today. I took 3 full pages of notes, and I didn't even get to the guy that's on the run in Pennsylvania. I don't even know what his name is.
The killer that's on the run. You know who they need out there? They need Dolly out there to track him down. Okay? I'm like the new Dog the Bounty Hunter. I just never find nobody. Okay?
How would you do that?
I just, you got to think like an escaped criminal. I would put myself in his mind frame, right? And I got to get away at all costs. What would I do? And then I would track him down like a bloodhound.
I heard he's been breaking into houses and eating people's food, like the 3 bears in the porch.
I think I should jump in the car and maybe head to Pennsylvania. Hide in the bushes with JLR, wait for him, trip him up. Me and JLR will tackle him, maybe. We'll tackle him, maybe something.
He's dangerous, though. This is
exactly I'll get my superhero cape. Okay, once you put a superhero cape on, you got to be fearless and bulletproof. Now, I ain't quite bulletproof, and I ain't quite fearless, but we'll fake it, until we make it.
Make it.
Okay.
We didn't practice that one. That was good.
Somebody got to bring him in.
Yeah.
It's like the Wild West. Okay.
He's been gone for like 5 days. He's been on the run for like 5 days. 6 days.
6 days. All right.
Today is 6 days. Yeah.
Now, if the local law enforcement's watching this, you can call in Dolly. Now, I do charge a small fee for my, my Native American ancestry of my tracking skills. Okay. I come from the Dirty Foot tribe. Okay. And I'm good at tracking people down. All right. I just can't find you when you're missing. But if you ain't missing and you just on the run, I can find you. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome. I've missed this show because this is just so much fun. I can't.
It's good to see everybody in the chat tonight.
We didn't even practice that line and it was perfect.
See, sometimes you just got to go with the flow. All natural. All natural. So Murdoch, that man, he wants a new trial. He wants a new damn trial.
See, I didn't pay that much attention to the trial when it happened. I just know he's guilty just because I know. But there was actually to me, I felt like there's some credible information that came out his attorneys were asking for.
You know what I thought when I seen him on trial? I was like, damn, rich people finally getting in trouble. What's the world coming to? Rich people finally having to pay for their crimes. Maybe.
Yeah. No, I thought that too, but I didn't pay that much attention to the case. I can't really even comment on it, but the issue at hand right now is that his attorneys filed a request for a motion for a new trial, and they claimed that the jury received communication, and I'm reading so I don't mess it up, but they claimed that the jury received communication outside of court by the clerk of the court, and it was not favorable to the defendant. And so basically what I gathered from...
They want a new trial. But let me touch on that just to clear that up a little bit. Not only did he go in there and sway the jury, but he did it before Murdoch testified. Okay, so he hadn't had a chance to take the stand. This clerk goes into the jury pool and tells the jury pool to watch his body language and don't believe him.
This was before the trial started.
And this is before he testifies, though. But the problem is, if you're about to go out there and this dude's about to testify, you don't tell the jury not to believe this guy right before he testifies and to watch his body language because he's a liar. Then you're tampering with the jury pool. And that's why they're saying basically he needs a new trial because this happened before he testified. Okay, so they're trying to argue that the jury was already swayed against him before he even testified. And
the jury was tainted. It's true. I mean, think about it. If that was you're the defendant. Let's say you didn't do it, whatever. But ultimately, you're supposed to start a trial with a jury that's not biased. They're not going to think, oh, I'm going to watch every little thing he does and don't believe what he comes out here saying and watch his body language and whatnot. And this clerk literally was only there to provide them with food and accommodations, and like, you're not supposed to talk about the trial. They said words like his civil rights were violated.
Yeah. Here's the thing. He has high powered lawyers. They're definitely going to try to get him a new trial. They even spoke basically about, him taking the stand because they got a lot of him taking the stand. And they said at the time they thought that was the thing to do, but they didn't know that there was people conspiring against him before he took the stand. They said they had no knowledge of that. So in their mind, it was the right thing to do for him to take the stand. Now they realize that was the wrong thing for them to do because the jury was tampered with. So he has a little bit of an argument. I don't know. He's still in the murder case, and stuff like that, that it's enough to get him off.
No, maybe. I don't think it's going to be enough to get him off. It'll get enough of a waste and a lot of the state's money that's going to be utilized to do a whole new case for him to be guilty again.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to cost the state definitely more money. Let me say hello to some of the people in the chat room. Sweet Home Alabama. I see Paper Cut Tina, Polly Waffle, Turtle Gang, Emma, I think that is, Blue Eyed Dumplings, Chatty Jen, Tony, Pac-Man, Zircon, Backroad, Becky, 69, Jeanette, Donna, Sylvia, Dumpling. Thank you guys for everybody that's came by tonight. If I missed you, no biggie. I'll try to get you next time. Yeah, so this man probably going to end up with a new trial. Just something to stay in the media. He ain't getting out of jail no time soon. I don't see that happening, you know. Also, Lori Vallow, Doomsday Mother. Okay, the Doomsday Mother. Now this is scary lady.
I couldn't believe this. I really could not believe this because we just watched her get convicted and sentenced to 3 life sentences, not consecutive, right?
Yeah, they're not running concurrent, so she has to pull all the time.
So consecutive, it's concurrent and consecutive. So it is consecutive or not? Those two words.
Well,
really
if it was
me.
concurrent, say she got life usually 25 years, and she has 3 life terms and they're running concurrent, that means she would serve 25 years. They all run together. Now, if she got to do it consecutive, like she has a life sentence and then another life sentence, and she has to do all those years.
So 75 years.
Yeah, average.
And she's actually she's literally waiting to be extradited to Arizona, I believe, to go stand trial for her ex-husband's murder.
I thought they cleared them of that back in the day. Or they reopening that, or
they reopened that because clearly she's been involved in a hell of a lot of people that have mysteriously magically died.
Yeah, and you know they also tried to shoot the one guy. I don't know. Some people. That's why they build prisons for these crazy ass people like this.
Well, get this. This came out today. Her lawyers filed an appeal, and they're saying that there were 16 issues with her case and that they also want a retrial. She was convicted of the conspiracy of murder of the deaths of the 2 children, and then Tammy Daybell, which is Chad Daybell's wife, prior to her marrying Chad Daybell. And so the 16 issues, according to her lawyers, I'm going to go through some of them. But what do you think about that? They want a new case for her.
I mean, I don't know what good it does, but tie up the courts. I mean, if you were like, you were almost convicted. Like, I hate to think of it like a sports game. Like, if you almost won, okay, we give you a rematch. Okay. But if you just got dominated and all you did was look like a killer the whole trial, what good does it really do to give her another trial? And at this point, I know you should hit her with every charge, every crime she did, but to me, it's just she's never getting out of prison. You know?
Well, do you know the difference between her case and Chad's case, which is her husband, is that he waived his right to a speedy trial and she did not. And so now that seems to be coming into play, like maybe they rushed her defense or rushed her case or something. And it's like, no, you can't just turn around and change your mind after you done made your mind. Like, it just seems just
well, like nobody wants to, when that hammer hits and they go, you know, conviction, guilty, you're gone. Nobody really wants to hear that, no matter what heinous crime you did, and everybody's going to try to fight it. But in the end, I think the evidence against her is really overwhelming.
It is.
Now, Murdoch, he might have a better fighting chance than Lori Vallow,
and he doesn't really have a chance either.
I don't think he has a chance, but I think if there's any corruption in that system involved with lawyers or judges or anything like that, they will make some shit happen for Murdoch. Now, Lori Vallow, she ain't got that same type of.
Well, see, I wanted to go into
type situation.
Right. I wanted to go into some of their issues. According to the affidavit, there was 16 separate issues.
Hold on.
I don't think
Good Vibe. Shout outs to Good Vibe. She's been a member for 14 months. That's a long time to put up with Dolly. Okay.
These AirPods are really bothering me. I'm sorry. I'm like,
you should get a trophy, for putting up with me that long. Okay, but thank you, Good Vibe.
She's a good mod too.
Awesome. Okay, go ahead. Sorry to cut you off, PJ.
No, you're fine. So basically the number one issue, according to the attorneys in this affidavit paperwork, is that she was found competent to stand trial April 11th, 2022.
Yeah. She ain't
basically
crazy.
That's what they're going to argue, I guess, is that she shouldn't have been found competent to stand trial because she was in a psychiatric hospital for 10 months prior to her being found competent.
Well,
And
here's my
yeah,
thing. She is crazy as all batshit get up out of here, right? But is
yeah,
she crazy enough to be like she knew what she was doing was wrong? I think she was crazy, crazy, but I think she knew what she was doing. She knew taking a life was wrong and killing people was wrong, things of that nature. Now she definitely crazy, but is she insane crazy or is she crazy, a little crazy, and it's just a monster? Because I think all monsters are crazy. Is what level crazy is she? To me, she's always reminded me of the Devil's Rejects chick, Sherry Moon Zombie. I don't. It's just the way she has her hair
she
and the
just
way,
looks like her.
I
I mean,
know.
she looks like her, but
And
I
Jessica
don't know.
Miller, been a member for 15 months. Thank you, Jessica. Okay,
Woo!
awesome. And also Mary Jane Doe has been a member for 2 months. Thank you,
Nice.
Jane Doe. I'm trying to keep up with a little bit of the chat. Anyway,
Okay. You don't
okay.
even have
Anything
your
else?
glasses on.
So
No, there's a lot.
she was crazy, so she shouldn't have been able to stand trial. But I don't think she was that crazy. She sat there and she didn't attack anybody like the one girl. What was her name? The Letitia chick that wanted to attack everybody.
No. Oh, I thought you were talking about the girl that sawed her
That
boyfriend's head
woman
off.
too. I'm saying that
She
woman was
really
crazy.
attacked.
But I'm saying she sat there in court, Lori Vallow, calmly, and she didn't seem too insane to me.
Yeah. I don't that's questionable to me. She seemed like she was kind of out of her mind. I mean, she actually seemed like she believed that her kids were half demons or whatever. Like it just I want to know who determined the fact that she was in fact competent. So maybe I mean maybe that is a defense
Paper
response
cut.
that's reasonable.
Peppercut Tina has been a member for 5 months. Sassy has been a member for 10 months. Thank you guys for being members of the channel. Great way to keep Dolly alive. Okay. So she's psycho. She can't stand trial. She's trying to get out of jail, but I don't think it's going to work. What else is there?
I don't think so either, but I don't know because she does seem like she's crazy though. Like who determined that she really was in fact fit to stand trial? I mean, I don't know.
Well, look, here's the thing. Anytime the prosecution sends you to a psychiatrist, they're going to say you're normal as shit. Okay. Anytime the defense sends you to to a psychiatrist, they're going to say you're insane. Okay. It just depends what
Yeah,
side of defense you're on. And
you're
in the
right.
state, it's very rare that the
'Cause
state prosecutions psychiatrist comes in and goes, yeah, they're insane.
it's a business. That's why.
Well, yeah, they trying to put you in prison. They ain't trying to let you go on some crazy stuff. There's
That's
no
exactly what it is. Katie D said they don't have the insanity defense in Idaho. That's exactly what happened. And so the defense is now trying to rewind their speedy trial they opted to have to try and go back to that insanity defense, which they don't have in Idaho. So how do you go get past that?
they I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess if you pay the lawyers enough, they'll try to do whatever they can do. That don't mean it's going to accomplish much, you know. I just
I
see
don't
her
know.
spending the rest of her life in prison. One, because she's so high profile, right at this point. You can turn on damn Netflix. There's documentaries on Lori Vallow, and I don't see her getting out of jail. I
No,
just
I don't
don't.
either. But I think that they may try and have her in what's that facility up in Williamsburg that we went to that's like houses
Oh,
the
Eastern State.
yeah, see, I think that they may attempt to put her away in something like that.
Well, the scary thing about it is when they put you into these crazy hospitals and they don't give you a certain amount of time. Like they can say, all right, they can put you in a hospital and you can sit in that hospital for the rest of your life. Or you can sit in there 15 years and the doctor goes, okay, you're good enough to go back out into society. And then when that doctor releases you, they release you,
That's scary.
And I know this crazy dude that murdered one of my friends. and they sent him to that same place, Eastern State, like the penitentiary. It's like a prison for crazy people, a jail for crazy people, and they started letting him out on the weekends and letting him go places and different things. And he had murdered my friend in cold
Yeah,
blood.
that doesn't seem safe.
Yeah, because I guess he had some mental issues before he did it. So when they sent him to jail, they sent him to Eastern State for the crazy, and I think he's out. They released him. He was getting out. Somebody called me one day and said, Jimmy, you ain't gonna believe this. The guy that killed Keith, and you can look this up on the local news here, is at Busch Gardens. And I'm like, what? They're like,
What?
yeah, he was at Busch Gardens. And
Wow.
and this dude murdered somebody, walked up,
Living his best life.
look, on Christmas Day, he walked up, knocked on the door, okay, and asked my friend, was his daughter inside of his house? My friend said, I don't know your daughter. The guy says, can I come in and look around? And my buddy's like, man, I don't know. You know you can't come in my house. He says, well, can I have a beer? All right, because my buddy was standing there drinking a beer at the door. A beer. He asked for a beer. And Keith turns around to his brother John and says, John, grab him a beer. And when he looks back, the guy pulls out a gun, shoots him in the chest and shoots him in the head. Also shoots my friend John in the kitchen because their front door opens up and it leads down a hallway into the kitchen where you can see the refrigerator. So he shoots.
Why?
No reason whatsoever. They didn't know him. He lived across the street. He was a neighbor across the street. Right? So, and I was supposed to be there that night.
Terrible.
It was a UFC fight that night, and me and Keith always watched the UFC fights together. Okay? He was my MMA buddy. So he called me that night, and Tiffany was a baby. He calls me that night. He's like, are you going to come over for the fights? I was like, nah, man. I'm playing Santa Claus tonight. I got the key, Tiff and all this stuff. I can't make it. And he just told me, I love you, man. Stay safe. The basic conversation. Christmas, Merry Christmas, stuff like that. That was the one fight I missed. And the neighbor shot and killed him at the front door and shot his brother. His brother John survived. Keith didn't make it. He was dead instantly.
Wow.
And they
you
put
have
him
some of the craziest stories.
He's a singer of a band. You can look it up online. You'll find the story. And they put him in Eastern State, and then he played crazy.
Wow.
But if he was so crazy, how did he have a gun and things like this? And then look, this is the craziest thing. He has a YouTube channel when he was in Eastern State. I guess they have a music program there, and he was putting out rap songs from. What? I swear, I cannot make this shit up. I cannot make.
I'm gonna have to look this up.
And he was putting out rap
fascinating
songs from the damn mental facility. It's crazy. You got to be careful. You never know in this world how crazy. I swear, I can't even make it up. It's that crazy.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
So rest in peace to Keith Chapman. That was my buddy. That was my homeboy. It was so sad, man. And
That's
just
horrible.
No reason whatsoever in this world. He never met that neighbor. He didn't.
And he was going to get him a beer. What in the hell?
Yeah, he was actually said, the dude wanted in his house, which was weird. There was other people in the house, but they were sitting in the living room. So he didn't go into the house and start shooting people in the house. He did this all from the front door. So he stood at the front door shooting into the house. And when you go in the house, like I said, it goes down a hallway into the kitchen. But off that hallway to the right is a big den with a big screen TV and a wraparound couch where everybody sits and watches the fights. And it could just murder them in cold blood.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So be safe out there, guys. Like when some stranger comes to your door, keep your eyes on them.
And now the dude's just living his best life at Busch Gardens. That's insane to me.
Well, I don't think he's living at Busch Gardens, but
that's not what I meant. You knew what I meant.
Busch Gardens at the time, my buddy called me and said he seen him. He's like, "Yo, this dude's at Busch Gardens." So
he shouldn't have been at Busch Gardens.
No, he should have been in prison for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
But
I don't give a damn if you're insane. No, that don't make no difference. If you're crazy, you don't need to be at Busch Gardens.
I know.
I mean,
and if you're dangerous and you done killed somebody, why would you let this person out into the general public or give him passes to go home on the weekends?
Right. That's like having the freaking tiger at the freaking
Yeah,
exhibit.
I don't see that happen.
Arms.
I don't see that happening for Lori Vallow, but you never know. I mean, if they go with the I'm crazy and put you in a mental institution thing, mental institutions ain't quite the same as jail. Some people say they're worse than jail because you're around nothing but crazy people.
Well, I mean, if you're crazy, you're not going to know you're crazy, and the other crazies are going to be just fine for you.
Well,
But if you're
it
not
depends
crazy
what,
and you're pretending like you're crazy, them other crazy people will drive you
but
crazy.
there's levels to crazy. Like I'm crazy, okay, and then there's like crazier, and you keep going up levels. Like when I start thinking you crazy as shit. You're like, oh, they're crazy.
See, I don't. I
There's
guess
levels to it.
from my experience, I don't think of crazy like you're crazy. You're just like crazy, but there's like crazy. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, taking psych patients over to the Virginia Beach psych, that's crazy. And I don't have that level of just like, oh, you're just a little crazy out there sometimes. But like, no, that's just. But you don't. I don't understand how you can take a person that's been certified as committing a crime due to being crazy, and then it's like, oh, hey, what does he have somebody to watch him at all times? Because I mean, that just
Right?
doesn't make sense to me.
You know what else is crazy? People that haven't hit the like on this video yet. I think that's
really
insanity. Right? I think that is insane. And do you know, PJ, my video from earlier did over 1,000 likes. Thank you guys out there.
That's because I wasn't in it.
I don't know. Let's see if we can get this video up to 1,000 likes that PJ's in. Okay.
Yeah.
Hit the
I'm
like.
glad. I'm glad that nobody hit the like on the chip video because I wasn't gonna do it.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the chip video, we were saying if we got 1,000 likes on the Dolly and PJ show, that PJ would eat that hot ass chip. We've decided that that's not a good plan because somebody has died eating one of those chips. Now,
well, no, it wasn't an infinity offer. It was like a, hey, like within 24, 40, I would have given it a couple of days. It's been like a month. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, I don't want you to eat that anyway because I watched a story about a high school kid ate one and died. And I was like, that is terrible. Yeah, that is absolutely terrible. I didn't know that there's a possibility it could kill you. I wouldn't even suggest eating it,
Yeah.
Paper Cut Tina says she loves spicy food. I'll do it. I don't know if you want to eat something quite that spicy. Okay, that is. If it's hot enough to kill you,
I want to watch her eat the chip.
You want to watch her eat the chip? Okay.
I want. Before we talked about it doing that night, I watched a bunch of people do it, and it's a good show. I don't know, but I don't want nobody to die. I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people do it, and I've known people that do it, but I didn't know that there was even a possibility that it could do something like that. I know in the store it does have big warning signs and things of that nature on
There's
it.
a big ass paper right on the freaking counter next to the box. Like, look, it's dangerous.
It's supposed to be hot as hell. Now, I don't even like a little spicy, so I know I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I would die.
I don't really like spicy either.
Yeah,
I know. I don't like spicy food at all. Now that I think about it, I just thought it would be funny.
I mean, I wonder if they can you sue the potato chip company, something like that, if somebody dies?
No.
Well, I mean,
no. That's what the warning labels are for.
Well, if it's that dangerous, why would you sell it to kids?
I don't think that you sell it to kids. I don't know.
Look, I ain't see them ID nobody for a potato chip ever. Okay.
I don't know. I
see.
I didn't make the rules.
That's what I'm saying. If you gonna sell some shit to kids that could kill them.
I'm pretty sure that one person dying out of however many people that ate it, I think we're good. But still,
that ain't even like you died from eating a bag of hot ass potato chip. This person died from eating one potato chip. One potato chip. Okay.
It's like eating that ghost pepper.
It's like eating bear mace on fire.
Oh my god. How would you know what that's like?
I don't know. I'm just
You're
guessing.
Crazy.
I'm just guessing. I know I ain't never eat. I can't eat hot foods. It gives me the worst heartburn. Terrible on my stomach. Don't sit well with me.
Yeah, see, somebody said they've been around for 15 years. That's the very first one that's killed somebody, I'm guessing. Yeah.
I'm sure
I
somebody
think
smoked on one.
I think they gradually got hotter every year though. Cuz
Yeah,
like
because
every
now
year
they
it's a
got
big
like the
thing.
I think they started off with the Carolina Reaper
Mhm.
or something like that, and now they're up to like something that's like 2 million kelvins or something like that.
I don't even know what that means. Kelvins?
Yeah, it's just like basically taking a lava rock and slinging it into your mouth. Like drink,
Why though?
drinking drinking from a volcano. Okay.
What's that shot that is kind of like that Rumpelstiltskin? Is that what it is? Somebody tried to give me that on my 21st birthday at the bar, and I swear I dumped the rest of my drink that was in my other hand on that guy's head.
I don't think I've ever
It's not
drank
even
it.
a good time.
Is it hot?
Very. Like
I
I felt
drink
like it.
I drank some what is it? 96 proof moonshine. Okay.
Oh, my
It's
parents have that shit all day.
no, it's like I think average moonshine. No, this is 169.9%. I think average moonshine is 80, right? This is straight from the still, right? And the lady told me when I bought it in the moonshine place in Tennessee, she said, "You don't
Matt
want
said Rumple Mints. See, I knew it. And that
it."
motherfucker gave it to me. I was gonna take my 21 shots that night. It was when I worked at Jillian's, and they literally were just handing me shots. And the bartender's like, "What color do you want?" I'm like, "Green, whatever." So he's like, "Here, Scooby snack." So I'm like, "Okay." And then like this random dude walks up and he's like, "Oh, I got you a shot." So I'm like, "Okay." That shit hurt so bad. I was so mad. I've never ever, and I literally threw my drink on that guy's head.
Oh, so look, so when I went into the moonshine place in Tennessee, I told the lady I wanted the strongest moonshine she had, and she was like, "You don't want that." It's like you can't, you got to cut this. You can't drink this straight. You can't drink it straight. And she's like, what we sell to
Oh
everybody
my god.
is 80. This is like 169. I got a bottle somewhere still, and I was like, yeah, I definitely want that. And then we sat around and took some shots of like the regular uh moonshine, and she had a talking parrot. Okay, she had a talking parrot. I get back to the Airbnb. I take this bottle of moonshine out, and I'm pouring shots, and
Lord.
I pour a shot. Right now, I'm thinking, how strong can it be? How strong can it actually be? Right. I hit this moonshine. I'm trying to hit it quick, right, and to chase it with a Coca-Cola, and it lit me on fire. It
Yeah.
was literally like if I took, how many people put them hot things out in their mouth? It's like if you put
Yeah.
that in your mouth and then jammed it down your throat and it never went out. It was hot from the moment it touched my lips till it was hot
Ew.
inside of me. Like I felt like I was on fire on the inside, like it was going to eat through me.
Yeah, that's
Here's
what I felt like that night. Yeah.
Right, so I'm chugging these sodas and shit, and I only took one little shot of it, but in it was so hot that when I drank it, I spilled a little bit down the shot glass, and when I set it on the table, it ate through the damn varnish on the
Shut
Airbnb
up.
table. I swear
No,
to
it
you,
did not.
it ate right through the damn stain, varnish and everything on the table. I thought I was gonna have to pay for that table at the Airbnb.
I gotta, now that we're on this topic, I gotta really hit this real fast.
It was
My, listen, my sister's wedding in December. If you come to my house and my dad tries to hand you some shit that looks like it's in a water bottle that's like from 1989, don't do it. I'm telling you right now. We've had people come over to the house so many times. It's so funny. Grown ass men. My dad's like, "Oh yeah, here, pours whatever." The one dude from New Jersey that my parents are friends with, he comes in and he's like, "Yeah, pour me a shot." I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I come up. I'm sitting at the table like, "Oh, let's go, let's go." Dude threw up all over my living room floor. It's that
oh
serious.
oh Lord, yeah, like I was able to hold it down because I just kept drinking and kept drinking. And the lady told me it wasn't for shots. She's like, you're gonna have
Yeah.
to cut this. But I was just trying to
What's
test
it
my
for
will.
then? Like, who sips on
I
that?
think it's for race cars. Okay. I think it's jet fuel or
Jet
something. But
fuel.
it is the hottest thing I've ever put in my body. Okay.
Yeah.
It in like 80, like the regular moonshine you drink. Like I can drink that. That ain't no problem. It's a little, but this
Somebody
stuff,
just said it. Apple pie moonshine. One of my coworkers used to bring that in every like fall, right around now. That shit is good. That shit
Yeah,
is
when
so
it's not
good.
too strong and it's cut a little bit, I can drink a little bit of it. But when it's like, but I'm gonna have to take you to that place next time we go back to Tennessee. PJ, the talking parrot was the
Sounds like
coolest thing,
fun.
and they had a hearse.
But
Yeah,
for in
and they
case
said,
you drink
and
the jet fuel.
as they made the moonshine, they sat around and took shots with you.
Nice.
Yeah,
Sounds like a good time.
I know. They took us through the whole moonshine process. Let me talk to the bird. Took shots with us. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this is the coolest moonshine distillery I ever been to.
Nice. I love a good talking bird.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that was the coolest part. That was the fucking talking bird, though.
Yeah. I love talking birds.
Then I went to this other moonshine distillery that was there in Tennessee that was ran by firefighters, and they had started their own moonshine business. That was a pretty cool place too. But they didn't have
Oh.
nothing like straight off the tap like that. Real, the stuff you drinking it'll damn near kill you.
I mean, you can't beat a talking parrot though either.
Yeah, you can't beat the talking parrot. The lady had a talking parrot, and she was cool. And she matched your shots, and there was a bunch of us. She matched everybody's shots.
Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I took one, she took one with me. If the person I was with took one, she took one with them. And we had like 10 people with us. This lady was
Dang.
pounding shots. Like she must have drank moonshine every day. You know.
Why the heck didn't you all go at the same time? Lord.
Well, I mean, some of us did. You know what I'm saying? But as groups, as there was,
Yeah.
we were just all hanging out, hitting little moonshine. We went on a little moonshine tour.
Sounds like fun.
Hey, if you want to have your whole stomach tore apart the next day, it was great.
It's supposed to kill germs.
Yeah, that's for sure. And like this is another story from where I was there at the moonshine trip. There's this lady, she's an older woman, and we were staying at this Airbnb, and it was on the side of like a mountain, kind of a hilly area. And I'm getting up in the morning. I walk down the hill, and I'm sliding. I'm like sliding down the hill, so I'm almost like damn skiing down the hill without no ski. It's that steep, right? So this lady, she's like, we're about to go wild water rafting, okay, with my old roommate and her aunt. This is her aunt, and I see her coming down the hill, and I holler to us like, "Hey, don't come down here! It's slippery. You're gonna fall and get hurt. It's dangerous." I'm telling her this, right? And she don't listen. She walks right down the hill, slips, breaks her leg in half. Okay,
What?
in half. Okay, we're about to go whitewater
That's
raft,
terrible.
and I'm looking forward to this whitewater rafting trip. Okay, because we're about to leave to go, and I had never been whitewater rafting, and I was just looking forward to whitewater rafting. And now the people that I'm going whitewater rafting with, I just told the lady, don't walk down the hill. Breaks her leg, slam in half. Right?
What do you mean in half?
Like in half, like done. Like your leg is fucking done. Like it broke her leg in half. Okay. And I'm standing at the bottom of the hill going, don't come this way. Right. And she's just looking, walking down the hill, boom, breaks her leg in half.
Maybe she didn't hear you.
She heard me.
Wow.
We were down there talking to her at the top of the hill. She's standing there talking to us. And we're like, don't come down here. It's dangerous. There were stairs. Like if you could walk down the hill, but if you walked around back, there was a set of stairs that brought you to the same place. So we're like, don't come this way. There's a set of stairs over there. Come down the stairs. It's slippery. You're going to get hurt. And she just bam and breaks her leg in half. Now I'm thinking, there goes the whitewater rafting trip, right? Because now we heading to the hospital. There ain't no way around it because this is in the middle of the damn nowhere. So you got to get her ass to the car, crying, get her to the car. So my old roommate, I had nothing to do with this.
Yes.
Right? I was like, are we going to cancel the trip? Right? Because she's right.
You didn't even care the lady broke her leg in half.
Right? No. So I was just, kind of insinuating, like, I guess the trip's off to the thing. You know what I'm saying? We're on the way to the hospital. And she's like, oh, no, we dumping her off. And I was like, what? I was like, you just going to leave your family like that? She was like, yeah, I didn't pay for this shit. And I was like, we going. They whip up to the emergency room, wheelchair, wheel her in, jump back in the fucking car, and we go whitewater rafting. I couldn't believe it. Like, y'all just gonna leave her? They were like, we'll pick her up when we get back. It's gonna be a while, And I was like, But then we went back and got her, and she was okay with it. She was like, "I'm glad."
Okay.
I'm
As
glad I
long
didn't.
as y'all didn't just leave the lady at the hospital.
They
Like,
did
okay.
though. They did. I was the only one like, y'all just gonna leave this lady like that? You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. It would have been me. They'd have left me though. You know what I'm saying? I've been sitting there in
Yeah.
that hospital by myself with a broke leg. Like that
Hey,
lady.
Scotland.
I thought that was crazy, but I don't know why I wanted to share that. That's just a memory.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So be careful. When somebody tells you don't walk down a hill, don't do it.
I've never broken a bone.
Never.
Never.
Okay. All right. So we got a lot of court cases coming up, right? We
Yeah,
got
we do.
Brian Kohberger, this slow process, but he got a lot of motion seeming to be going on. We got
Yeah.
October is Cody
No,
Bixby's birthday.
I got it. Hold on. Can we stop on that for a second? Because last time that I said something while we were live, somebody corrected me and was just like, "Oh my God, don't watch Bullhorn Betty." Every now and then I'd always kind of watch Bullhorn Betty, and I saw this little clip. I think it was maybe a TikTok video she converted over, and it said some shit like, BK's defense claims that he's not getting a fair trial. There needs to be no cameras due to the fact that the cameras are hyper focusing on his crotch."
On its crotch. Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, so I take into, I
Oh,
think to myself like, okay, well maybe Bullhorn Betty is clickbait, and maybe I should go check this because last time everybody's like, oh my God, you're listening to Bullhorn Betty, she just tells lies. So I'm thinking like, okay, let me look this up. It's real.
you don't remember
Real, y'all.
that? You don't remember me saying that no courts, the cameras could be in the court because they like to hyper focus on my crotch. That's where I got it from.
Oh, I thought you were kidding too. I was like, what kind of shit?
I was like, I'd be in court, they'd be staring at me like, you can't be staring at my balls.
Nobody wants to see your nuts, boo boo.
I'm just saying it.
No, it's
Hey, if you're gonna have a
weird.
defense, like the other defenses are weird too, but at least he's coming up with something entertaining. Y'all
I
staring
want
at
to
the
know who
ball
thought
side.
of that. Like, who thought
Manscaped.
of that defense?
That
Like,
should be a Manscaped ad.
hey,
Brian
let's
Kohberger.
figure out how to get the courts and get the cameras out of the courtroom. What should we say? You know what? Tell him we're looking too deeply at his crotch. What? It's weird.
Maybe
I never even seen a single crotch shot.
Look, maybe some of them weird women that like, them killers.
No.
They like them crotch shots in the courtroom.
No.
Now you can't be ball gazing. Okay, ball gazing in
No.
the courtroom.
No. What?
Like, is this man gonna get off because the jury was staring at his testicles?
No. No.
Okay.
No. Get over yourself. No. Just no.
He's in the back polishing them up, thinking, "Hey, I'm gonna beat this."
He started doing his eyebrows though.
Oh, plucking them?
Uh-huh. They're like up top. It looks like he done took the scissors, and I don't know why they allow
his
murder scissors.
his boyfriend in the jail has been doing that for him with string.
Oh,
That's how they do it.
You could definitely tell their trends.
They'll pull a piece of string out their underwear, and then they'll pluck eyebrow hairs with it.
How do you know that?
I've been in jail.
How does that really work like that? Really?
I don't know. I ain't never
weird.
seen it. I'm just making that totally up.
I know.
I'm
just
sure
making you uncomfortable, so you have to tell it.
It could happen.
I know.
All right. So you got I mean,
you were talking about court cases. I didn't mean to cut you off. Cody Bixby, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, his dad goes to court in October. So hopefully, I'm just thinking this, and I'm going to call this guys. I think they're going to let his dad slide for some reason because they violated his constitution. They know they're getting sued, so they're trying to do some damage control. I think that's why he's on an ankle bracelet now. And I hope my prediction is wrong, and I hope they throw the fucking book at this dude and throw him under the jail. But if they don't, you heard it here first, because this is what I think. When they violated his constitutional rights and they knew they were getting sued,
somebody knew they fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, they knew they effed up a little bit. This is the moment they knew they effed up a little bit when he asked for a lawyer multiple times and they didn't give it to him. So I feel like if this dude gets off and he's already out living his best life, it just is what it is. But damn,
I don't think he's allowed to go to Busch Gardens though.
I don't know. You see him.
Can you go to Busch Gardens on house arrest?
I don't know. I guess. I don't know. I ain't never
Oh.
been on house arrest. Do I look like a criminal to you? Maybe. Debatable? Debatable. Okay. A little bit. There's a possibility I could look
No.
like a little bit of a criminal.
You've never been on house arrest and you've not had a felony, so no, you're not a
Not
criminal.
yet, anyway. Knock on
Shut
wood.
up. Oh my god.
I mean, I
Yeah.
would like house arrest. I stay in the house a lot anyway. Homebody. Be like, house arrest? Hell yeah. I'm chilling. But like, you want to go somewhere? Nah, man, get away from me. I'm on house arrest. It's like vacation for a month. Leave me alone. I'm sleeping
My
all day.
blanket's barking.
The blanket. Okay, so is there anything else that we need to cover?
There's a lot. There's just so much. I couldn't take note of all of it. I wanted to touch a little bit on the vlogger, the mommy vlogger that finally got arrested. I
Was that
can't
the
believe
lady that had a
that.
kid locked up?
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know all that much about this case, but
How
I
you
just
gonna be
couldn't
a
believe it
mommy
when it came
vlogger
out.
and not take care of your kids? That just sounds like you
Well,
take care of your kids. A mommy vlogger sounds like you take care of your kids.
not only that you don't take care of them, they were literally duct taped to chairs and not fed. And I mean, this is more than just not taking care of them. But
Was she shooting like a ad for duct tape?
no,
Then it's totally unacceptable to duct tape your kids
no.
up. Then if you were shooting an ad
Yeah.
for duct tape, yeah, it might go okay. Is a video, but
Mhm.
if you just duct taping your kids to the chair and not feeding them, I heard one kid was like really skinny, had escaped the
Yeah,
house.
they were both skinny. Yeah.
Wow. Well, and you would think if you're a big time mommy vlogger or whatever the hell that I don't even really know what that is, you would be doing okay and be able to feed your
Well,
kids or just
this and the reason that I wanted to touch base on this is because I had so much notes on the Lori Vallow stuff. This also has a cult, or it's got a religious aspect to it. I believe they were Mormon, maybe. I'm not as well knowledged on this case, so I didn't really want to touch too much on it because I don't know everything. But it's like they were also religious,
okay. There you go.
which doesn't make any sense because you
I
would
mean,
think that
there
if
is.
you're, I don't know
I
of any
don't think.
religion that
I
makes
don't
you
think
abuse
Mormon.
children. It's weird.
Some people might debate this. I don't think Mormon technically is a cult.
No, I didn't say it was a cult. It's
You
a
said
religion.
you said that it had some cult aspects. You think
Yes.
they were Mormon. I mean, yes, some people would say that shit's a cult. All right, the Church of Latter Day Saints.
No, it's not that every
Some
Mormon is
people
a
would
cult.
say that. I ain't saying we saying that. I'm just saying some people would
Yeah.
say, you know. But yeah, it's a cult.
Well, no, it goes further than just
Versus
being a religion.
Scientology. Don't join a cult unless you join the Turtle Gang. Okay, this is the coolest cult around.
Oh
We
Lord.
don't make you drink Kool-Aid. None of that. Okay, you get free will in this cult. We don't
I'm mad I
control
just made Kool-Aid.
you. You did just make Kool-Aid too. It was good. I was drinking it when we started the show. I'm out now. It was really delicious. So people, I'm already drinking the Kool-Aid. You can drink it too. Okay, PJ made
No,
pretty
but
good Kool-Aid. All right.
I said that it was a
What-
religion, but that it had cult like aspects to it.
Okay, now you're
It's a
talking about
difference.
cults and making Kool-Aid. I'm getting a little scared here. Okay.
You already drank it.
I already drank the Kool-Aid. I wasn't thinking Jim Jones when you handed me the cup of Kool-Aid, but now I'm
It
kind of
doesn't
thinking
work
Jim
that
Jones.
way.
All right. I gotta stop letting people make my drinks. If I drop dead, just remember she made the Kool-Aid, people. All right.
It doesn't work like that. You would have already been dead by now.
Okay, Hunter says don't drink the Kool-Aid. All right.
I drink the Kool-Aid.
PJ made some Kool-Aid so sweet the other day, it would eat a hole right through your tooth. Okay. It was like, I was like, how much Kool-Aid did you put in this sugar? Okay, because it was just like a straight ass cup of sugar. I'm like, I would really have sugar diabetes time I drink this stuff. And that's true. That's a crime. Okay. Killing me is definitely a crime. It falls right under this true crime umbrella. Okay, right here.
It would be a good show though.
Making Kool-Aid with PJ. All right. The outtakes. The outtakes.
I'm mad that our outtakes from the commercial where it's throwing shit at you didn't work because you didn't have the sound on. That would
I
been a
didn't
good
have this
show.
sound. Hey, I ain't a professional. All right, so we did Vallow. We touched on the crotch of Brian Kohberger. That just
uh,
sounded. I'd never say that again, please. Um.
oh
Also, we
God,
covered what? Who else was it?
Murdoch,
Murdoch.
Murdoch,
Oh yeah, the rich ass lawyer with his rich ass lawyer friends. We covered that.
and then the 8 pastor mommy vlogger lady's name is Ruby Frankie,
Ruby Frankie, the lady that don't feed her damn kids and change them to
and
chairs.
abuses them. Yeah, I think there's 8 of them because the show was called, or the channel was called 8 Passengers. I could never find the actual channel though, so I don't know if it's like on a different platform or what. I looked everywhere for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know nothing about the lady. I don't watch mommy bloggers because just in case they say, "Hey, Dolly, you owe some child support," I got to tune off that quick.
Lord.
You know what I'm saying? You never know. That ain't my kid, especially when they got 19 of them because you got to play the odds. One of them could possibly be yours.
Uh, it's
So I
possible.
don't watch none of that, PJ. I've been tuned out.
She deleted it in 2021. Oh, it was taken down. Huh. I wonder if that had anything to do with the kids now being tied up, like they're no longer utilized for a channel or something. That's weird.
People that use their kids for like entertainment or gain or live vicariously through their kids, you know,
Yeah.
it's just crazy to me. Let your kids be kids. Like say Honey Boo Boo, for instance. From the minute she's a little kid, she's thrown into front of cameras and this weird fame and just craziness. That's
Yeah.
exploit. That's to me. That's you throw your kid out there like that to make money off your kid, and you're living off your kid. You just exploiting the shit out your kid. And of course, I was watching stuff on earlier before we started PJ on, Ryan Upchurch. He's talking about his mama stealing that money in them
Yeah.
houses. Do we know anything about the outcome of that, or is that stuff still going through courts?
I
With his
think it's still going through court. The last stuff I sent you, the court case that was televised, and I think she had asked for a continuance. I
huh.
don't know 100%, but I hadn't seen anything after that. But
Yeah, and I know he got a bunch of lawsuits going on with some of these YouTubers and things like that on the internet. Craziness.
yeah. Does that say that there's 866 people watching and only 210 likes?
No, there's
That's
400.
unacceptable.
There's only 500 people watching. So, guys, if you're just tuning in, hit that like button. Okay, so I don't have a heart attack, and I got to say it 1,000 times. But we got just a few more minutes. Do you want to bring some guests up
I
tonight?
do. I want to see what everybody else has to say about these crazy cases because
Okay. Okay, I will post the link, guys, and we will bring you in one at a time if you want to come up. If not, we're gonna get the hell out of here in just a few minutes. But this is the link to get up here with me in PJ. Of course, you have to show your camera in the backstage just so I know you're real. And then once you do that, of course, you can switch to an avatar just like so. Okay. So as long as I know you're real in the back, I'll bring you up. That is the
hey,
link right
fun
there,
size.
guys. Hey, Fun Size. Good to see you. All right. We got the quickest person on a link ever in the planet of the world. She never misses a beat. Paper cut, Tina.
Oh my God. Hi. How
You
you
were
doing?
quick on that link, woman.
Well, I want to know what kind of chip it is. Is it hotter than Takis?
Yeah, hotter
It's
than
a
talk.
one-time chip, a lot hotter.
What is it called though? Like, what's the name of it?
I'm trying to think. I think it was like Hakita, like PA something. I don't remember. It's
It's
like at the
made
very
by
front.
Taki, ain't it?
Yeah, but I think it starts with a P, like Paquitos or something with a P.
Huh.
But it's literally at the front desk or front cash register in front of the freaking 7-Eleven. Everyone that I've ever been to.
Yeah, and I know
Oh,
Nestle.
wow.
I think it's Nestle owns the company that owns the
And the
chip.
box looks like a coffin.
Oh my God. Maybe it would kill me. There'd be a few people on Jimmy's that would be happy.
All right. If we get 1,000 likes on this video, we will send Paper Cut Tina a chip.
Don't do
if she
that.
eat it.
I'll eat it. I'm daring like that. So I'm stupid like that. I'll do
Do you
No,
it.
like hot stuff?
I
I
love
wouldn't want to
hot
kill you.
She
I put-
likes hot stuff.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Oh, Paqui. I've never had. I hear this ghost something pepper in the
Yeah.
chat. I've only had the regular raw jalapenos, but not the ones like,
I heard this is 100,000 times hotter than a
Yeah.
jalapeno.
Oh God. What if it gave me another stroke, you guys? I might do it anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
No,
No.
we don't encourage
Don't do that.
anything that's dangerous here.
Yeah,
Like,
I
no.
when I
know.
was telling PJ, you should eat this chip. I didn't know that people had actually got, hurt from it. So,
That's
yeah,
sad.
definitely don't be messing with that stuff. Leave that
Right.
with experts.
Well, I'm gonna write that word down and look into it, and I'll let you guys know. But I had to come up because y'all are just having too much fun, and I'm bored again. And anyway, so yeah, there's raw red chili. I just saw that. So, do you guys honestly think though there's even a 1% chance that Vallow will get another,
I hope
trial or
not.
whatever? I don't.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
so.
hope not.
not.
Honestly, I don't. I
hope
think
not.
they're trying, but I don't think it's going to work for Murdoch now. I think he did.
Look, Tony said, Tina,
Yeah.
don't die on me. Oh,
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 cute.
well, I won't.
not eating a potato chip. That'd be a hell of a way to go. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
there has to
can
be.
you
Did
imagine?
you watch the whole story? Because I know somebody sent it to me and said, don't do it. And it was like earlier today. And I didn't get a chance to open the article or read it. There had to have been some kind of extenuating circumstances. Like, because somebody said it's been 15 years that they've been doing the challenge and they've made a chip every year. So, I mean, this is the first we've heard of somebody dying. It's got to be something more to it.
Well, I mean, people die of weird things.
Yeah.
There's people that die from drinking water.
But
Yeah. I just wanted to say something really quickly. I went to the doctor. My memory, it's not horrible or anything, but it's not good. It's like I could put some soup on the stove and I don't even know it's there for 20 minutes till I smell it. And actually, it was chili and it burnt all the way out of the pan. And we've already had a house fire, not due to me, but anyway. So now he wants me to see a neurologist because I took this weird memory test called SLUMS. SLUMS. And I had to do a math and a clock, and there were 5 words. And I thought she'd ask me the 5 words maybe 30 seconds later, a minute. She asked me like 5 minutes later, and I could only remember 2 of the words. So anyway, I got 19 out of 30. And I said to the doctor, I said, are you concerned? He's kind of a young guy in his 40s. He has like 5 kids, real nice, been my doctor for years. And he said, I am concerned. And then I said, because he didn't want to volunteer anything. And I said, well, could this be Alzheimer's or something? And he said, well, it could, but it could also be just a cognitive impairment. So don't worry. So, of course, what do? I break down in tears, but I stop crying within about a minute because he doesn't say anything. He's just looking at me. I shake his hand for telling me the truth. So anyway, I found that out today. So it's been kind of a weird day. But when I walked in, I had this shirt on, right? It says, what does it say? Just a girl who loves turtles. Yeah, and I got it with this necklace. I mean, I don't ask for these things. Another little turtle necklace by Barbara. I won't say her last name. She's my friend on Messenger. I walked in and the secretary lady said, hey, you take her. And I thought, how you have to tell them your name and everything. She's like addicted to turtles. Her turtle, her spirit animal is a turtle.
Worldwide, baby.
My God, she's got turtle tattoos, her necklace. We were comparing things, rings. So I told her about this show, Dolly Vision, out of Virginia. And I said, look it up. Just remember Dolly and Vision. And so I spread the word all the way over here.
I always tell people to remember Dolly is there's 2 Dollys. One's great and one ain't. I'm the ain't.
Oh
Okay.
my God. But can I say one more thing?
No.
We all know who Team Rose is. All right. Well, I will anyway, Jimmy.
No, okay, go ahead. Make it quick.
She wants me to discuss with her Chris Watts's Nicole, what's her face, Kessinger. And do you guys believe, remember in that video of him backing the, I know it was a while back and nobody wants to talk about
When
it
he put the
anymore.
bodies in the vehicle?
Yeah, he put his
down.
dead wife's body in the back of that pickup. Well, there was a gal. What? Oh,
Yeah,
there was
I remember that.
Yeah, there was a gal with brown hair and a ponytail, right? And people think it's her. How come she's not like questioned or anything? Like, I don't know what other girl at 5:15 in the morning or woman would be with him, you know, backing in the truck. And the sad thing is the little girls were still alive. And so
what do you think that, what are you trying to suggest, that the girl knew that he was going to kill his wife?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And nothing's happened to her. And Team Rose is pretty livid about it. And she keeps talking to me about it. Now I'm more livid about it. And it's like now she's out on some witness protection thing with a name change. And it's just, it makes me sick because that little 4-year-old girl saw her dad kill the littler one right in front of her. Okay. And she literally said, "Daddy, are you going to do that to me now too?" And then he did. So supposedly there was Benadryl given to the littler one. She was suffocated right there in the back seat. Then he drove.
Yeah, Chris Watts is a damn that dude. He's a monster, and you know.
Yeah, but you guys know what video I'm talking about with the gal in the ponytail. You can just see the side view.
Not right off.
I think it's her. The whole thing's sickening.
But I mean, I'm pretty familiar with the case. You know, him putting what did he put her in an oil drum or something of that nature?
Yeah. But I'll jump down. I'll jump down now.
All right, Tina, you be good.
Thanks, you guys. Bye-bye.
All right, peace. Hey, PJ, is something going on with your mic? You got nothing. You got nothing. Okay. All right, guys. Well, with that said, I think PJ is having some technical issues. I don't know if her. Okay, now I can hear you, PJ.
That's because I took my dad on freaking AirPods out.
Okay, so your AirPods died. So, guys, look, make sure you like this video. We're going to get ready to wrap it up since PJ's AirPods died. We got to get ready to go anyway. I hope everyone has a great night. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. And if you haven't, Replay Crew, drop us some comments. You got a question for him tonight, PJ?
I got lots of questions.
Okay, what's the question, Replay Crew?
I want to know if Lori Vallow is crazy and if she's going to get another trial. And I want to know if Murdoch's going to get another trial. And what else? I had down.
And I want to know if any of you chatters have been staring at Brian Kohberger's crotch. Okay, we can find who's been staring at his crotch. We're going to find you. Okay, so just confess now in the chat, in the box after this video. Have you been staring at that man's crotch? Let us know. Okay, that's Dolly's question. All right. So you guys,
I mean, that's a great question. I can't beat your question.
All right. So I always have the good questions, PJ. It's hard to, come up with the questions like that. But you guys be good. You guys be safe. Me and PJ will see you in the next Dolly and PJ. So until then, I will see you guys tonight on Dolly Uncensored late night for the first time in a while. Panel channel's back, baby. And you guys be safe. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Bye.